Hello Kumani, hope you're well. Welcome to today's maths video lesson. I hope you had a good weekend and got a bit of a break. In the first video, I'm just going to go over some of the homework solutions, and in the second video, we'll be doing the lesson. So just to refresh, the homework solutions are for last week's homework, which was given on the 13th of May, and that was exercise 8 on page 130. So in this question, you have to draw sketches of the pairs of parabolas below on the same set of axes. So I gave you question 5 and 6. So question 5 is quite straightforward. I'm going to do it now. Question 6 is a little bit difficult because the scale of the two graphs is going to be very different. So to draw the first graph for question 6, y equals 1 over x, we would have fractions, say if x equals a half, y equals 2, if x equals a quarter, y equals 4. So we have quite small values for x, and then for the other graph, if we put those same x values in, if we put x equals half into this equation, we get minus 12 over half, which is minus 24, minus 3 is minus 25. So the scales are very difficult to match. What I'm going to try and do is draw this graph on Excel, and I'll send you the picture. Okay, so let's do question 5. We have to plot the graphs y equals 16 over x and y equals 16 over x plus 4 on the same set of axes. So I'm going to pick points for x that's going to make my life a little bit easier. So it's I'm going to pick minus 4, minus 2, minus 1 for my negative values, and I'm going to mirror it 1, 2, and 4 for my positive values. Next, I'm going to find the y values for the first graph, 16 over x, and I'm just going to substitute each of these x values in. So 16 over negative 4 is negative 4, negative 2, negative 8, negative 1, negative 16. Maybe I should choose different points. I'm actually going to pick x, 16 over x. I'm actually rather going to pick minus 8, minus 8, minus 2, and I'll change this to an 8. Okay, then we've got 2, 4, 8. Okay, so I've mirrored the negative points with the positive points. If I substitute 2 into this equation, I get 8, 4, and 2. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the graph 16 over x plus 4. Now I'm not going to go recalculate everything. Okay, the first graph was 16 over x, the next one is 16 over x plus 4. So all I'm going to do is for every y value, I'm just going to add 4. Okay, so for minus 2, I'm going to add 4 and get 2. Same thing here. Okay, now I'm going to plot these points, and hopefully I've chosen nicely so that the shape is captured. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, so I've taken a picture of those points on my phone. Let's get plotting. X, Y. Hopefully you'll be able to draw it a lot neater using a ruler. So the scale of my x values is going minus 8, minus 4, and our y values, our lowest one looks like minus 8, and our highest one is positive 12. So I'm going to split the axes up into intervals of 4. It should help capture everything easily. So we've got minus 4, minus 8, 4, and 8. So if we're looking for other values like 2 or minus 2, we can just go in between. Now for our y values, lowest is minus 8. So I'm going to go minus 4, minus 8. And we're going up 4, 8, 12. Okay, let's do the first graph, 16 over x. I'm just using this key, and I'm going to use crosses for the points. First point, minus 8, minus 2, so minus 2 is halfway there, and that kind of lines up here. Let's make a cross. Then we've got minus 4, somewhere there, and minus 2, minus 8. Which sits here. Let's draw the first. Okay, this graph will have, looks like it has a horizontal asymptote for the x-axis and a vertical asymptote for the y-axis. Let's continue for the positive points. We've got 2 and 8, cross, 4 and 4, and 8 and 2. Okay, so our graph looks like it does something like this. Okay, so the next graph, y equals 16 over x plus 4. So because of the plus 4, we expect this graph to be the same as this one. It's just that everything moves up 4. Okay, we saw that when we were checking the points as well. So minus 8 and 2. Sorry, let me just put my key. 16 over x plus 4. So the other graph is just going to be a solid line. Minus 8 and 2, minus 4 and 0, 2, minus 2 and minus 4. Okay, so this graph looks like it does something like this. Notice that our horizontal asymptote has also been moved up by 4. Now let's plot the positive points. We've got 2 and 12, 4 and 8, 8 and 6. Now graph would look something like this. Okay, so if we compare the shapes of the two, we can see that there's a gap of 4 between all the points. Okay, it doesn't necessarily look that way. It looks like it's getting closer and closer there and closer there. But if you take your ruler, you will see that yes, the vertical distances are all 4. Okay, so like as mentioned earlier, I'm going to do the other graph, question 6 on Excel, and I'll send you a picture.